that trailer came out, and at the end, the Joker genuinely says, "We live in a society." Now, "we live in a society" has been a meme for a while. There is a line in the film Suicide Squad where Will Smith's character Deadshot says, "What are we, some kind of suicide squad?" They hired Joss Whedon, the director of the first two Avengers films. So they literally hired someone to come in and make it. He's really fueled the fire and made them a lot worse when he started teasing them. He started putting up pictures on social media of shots that weren't used in the final film and talking about what his would have been and how different it would have been and how he's never...
I realised for this whole episode I'll probably talk for about 5 minutes. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to you whenever you're finding this video, you cheeky little cherub. How are you today? I don't feel like ever ask you how you're doing. Leave a comment down below. How are you doing today? See that, Callum? That's how the algorithm works. Also, Callum, how you doing while you're here?
Less fine now, after that attack on my lack of knowledge on the algorithm.
I say that. The last video on my channel didn't bang.
To be fair, I need to be more on it with sharing this stuff around.
Yeah, same, bruh. I'm not doing us any favours. I'm not keep forgetting to share it.
Same.
Right, should we continue from where we left off? Even though we've
go.
slightly played this little bit before, haven't we, Callum?
Yeah, so here's a fun little story for you all. You'll see that, well, I guess a tiny little bit was lost there. At the end of the last episode, I was a few steps away. We started the next episode. We were recording for about 2 minutes. There was a wild Δ𝗹𝘁𝗲 encounter that I accidentally killed in one shot. And once I got to the end of those little stairs we encountered Pokemon, the game just froze. I didn't save after the last recording episode, so the entire last episode I just had to redo verbatim, which I did just about manage to do, which I'm happy with. But yeah, that's something that just happened.
We realised that how slow the rocket base is, because when I was doing it, I felt like it went on for ages, and when Callum was just holding the speed up button doing it, he said, "I realise now last episode I caught 𝗰𝐼𝐿 and battled 2 grunts."
Yeah, I did like nothing the entirety of last episode, to the point where I managed to redo the last episode on speed up in a few minutes.
Literally, I loaded up 𝐿𝗵𝐵ℴ to play while he was going through it, and literally, as soon as I got on and I posted on Instagram because I thought it was funny that Callum had to redo his episode, he was done. I literally opened up, it got through a cutscene of Harry Potter, and then Callum's like, "I'm done." I'm like, "Oh.
Yeah.
So I won't fly Buckbeak then. That's fine."
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I realised how little I did last episode. Part of that was because of just talking about stuff, but part of it was just, yeah, how slow that was and just traversing and yeah. So I'm going to try and speed up a little bit. I've maybe been slacking a bit, hence the huge lead Will has on me right now.
I don't think I'm that far, because you have Jasmine's badge, don't you?
No.
No?
No.
What have you done?
Like, I did the potion and everything, I just didn't battle her afterwards. I decided I wanted to do that at a higher level.
Okay.
So I will just be able to fly there, beat her, and then fly back and move on.
Although, her ace is level 35. Please bear that in mind.
Cool. Yeah, so that's partially why I didn't want to go fight her before doing all this. I figured I could do with the levels and the extra level 30 Pokemon from here.
Oh my god, Chansey, what are you doing, fam? Oh, it's got a citrus berry. Yes, so I knew what the first 2 mons of Jasmine's were. I didn't know how to Chansey, but Marky Mark, deal with it, get out of here, bish bash bosh. And my badge. Oh, my headphones fell off. Good.
Nice.
Badge, please. Right. Thank you. Come on. Give him a TM, and then we'll scoot the boot to
stupid password stuff, man.
Radio
I
tower.
don't need this in my life.
It's that bit. That bit takes so long. Even if you know where they are.
Which I honestly don't remember.
Should get a call now from the professor saying something about the radio tower. There we go. See, I always thought that the radio tower was triggered after you beat Price. Because I've always done it that way. But I think it's genuinely just when you get 7 badges.
That makes sense.
Where am I going? Fly. Oh yeah, that's right. 𝐂𝐿𝐿 died. I don't have a Flymon.
Yeah.
If I teach that to 𝗲𝘁𝗀, then I'll have a Flyboy. Right. I'm just looking at my team now. I'm now under-leveled again. What level is Claire?
Oh god, I don't know. 42?
42?
I feel like it doesn't go that mentally high in Johto, the 8th gym.
I'm going to check my little notepad here where I did.
Claire is 8th, right? That's Dragon Leader.
So the first Elite 4 member, his ace is 42. So Claire must be like 38.
Okay. Bloody Garchomp.
Bruh. Without 𝗂𝐿𝐿, my team is trash. I realised that...
Oh no, I should not have done that. Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought I was about to lose Strong Boy.
Right
if
before
it used Dragon Rage again, I think it would have done. How much does Dragon Rage do again?
40.
It's a set HP, isn't it? 40. Okay, I would have been okay, just.
What level is Strong Boy now?
36.
2 more levels.
It's not super over-leveled because I've been trying to keep the others up as well.
Ah, fair. See,
So 𝗏𝐿𝐿𝐿's level 33, Spinny Boy's level 31.
My Torterra is level 34 and everything else is below level 30.
Here's one thing I didn't do in my redo of last episode is put Omastar on my team.
Ah, yeah.
Like I did last time. I just went and forgot to do that this time, so I'm going to quickly run out of here and do that now. Which is only going to widen the gap, but I want it on my team.
That's right, because I think the radio tower bloody is a slog as well.
Right, but then I will get to the radio tower and it will be a slog for me as well.
Oh, I think there's a rival battle here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Help! Wasabi baby!
At the rocket tower?
Yeah.
God, I don't remember that.
It's different to Gen 2. Wait, is it battle with the rocket or the rival? Okay, it's the rocket grunt. But again, the rocket grunt's mon is level 24. What's with the levels in this game?
Weird, man.
I should be training up that Munchlax, but also it's a friendship evolution and ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's the first viral video I remember seeing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I didn't grab no
I think
shoes
mine
or
was
nothing.
I think mine was the cat playing the piano. I think it was the first viral video I saw.
You know, there are people on the internet who won't know those memes.
I know. I saw a page on Twitter the other day. I had a quick flick through. I think it was called Vintage Memes or something like that.
Vintage, by the way.
Early memes or something like that. It might not have been vintage. I think it might have been. But yeah, and I was having a look down at it and I was like, to be fair, memes nowadays are funnier.
But they also rotate every 5 days. So
that's true. But I mean, in the sense of like, remember the troll face?
Yeah.
And it'd be like, you just got pwned. And you're like, that wasn't funny.
I just dropped a fierce stab, by the way. Don't be jealous. Not everyone can be as cool as me.
I missed that, sorry.
I just dropped a fierce dab.
Oh, we got a bad boy up in here.
I did. Another meme. Oh, look at, we got a badass over here.
Oh, and there's nothing worse. Not only than when old memes are used, but old memes are used by corporations and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. There are some corporations that do it right. And there are some
there are. The trailer for Zack Snyder's Justice League came out yesterday.
I saw your tweet about this. Continue.
And besides my many different feelings on that film, that trailer came out, and at the end, the Joker genuinely says, "We live in a society." Now, "we live in a society" has been a meme for a while that has been attributed to the Joker as just a... It was based on... Someone put a tweet that said something along the lines of, like, the president needs to realise that we live in a society, and people were laughing at it because it was like, this guy thought that was deep, but he just said a fact. And that got attributed to a picture of Heath Ledger's Joker, saying we live in a society, talking about how, you know, the Joker's not actually that deep a thinker and all this sort of stuff. It became a Joker meme for a long time. And then when the 𝐌𝐮𝐬𝐜 Joker film was coming out, there was a meme petition going around to add the line, "We live in a society," to the film.
Oh no. People have too much time on their hands.
Right. And now, it was partially successful. And I mean that in the sense that the line wasn't spoken, but there is a line where he... I don't know if you've seen that film, so I won't spoil it in case anyone has, but he's doing a big speech right before a big moment happens on a live television show, and he says something along the lines of, "That's because we're in a society that does this, 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 and this," and it was close, it was very close to the line. And the script that leaked for the film before it came out, which was 99% accurate, had a slightly different line where it didn't say we're in a society, it said because we live in a place or something like that. And it was like, okay, so at some point in the months before filming it, they edited that line to change place to society. So that was probably because of the fan thing. Yeah. Maybe not, but probably. Too coincidental, I think. But the fact that this trailer came out and the Joker actually said, "We live in a society," I was like, at this point, either this entire film and Zack Snyder is one giant troll just messing with people, or Zack Snyder genuinely doesn't realise that that was a joke and no one really actually thought he should deliver that line seriously in a serious film. It's a meme. It was a meme of him saying it. Like, I can't really think of something to compare it to right now. There are very few memes that are characters saying something they didn't actually say.
I mean,
I guess
like,
if I could...
Do you know those kind of like middle-aged mums who share anything but with a minion on it?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And it's that kind of meme. It was. It originally had nothing to do with the Joker. People just started putting the Joker picture on it. And it just... It's like how... So people make a joke. There is a line in the film Suicide Squad where Will Smith's character Deadshot says, "What are we, some kind of suicide squad?"
Oh, he said the name of the film!
Yeah, and so of course everyone mocks that, which to be fair, it is a ridiculous line. And so people put it to everything, but like the full title of a film. So people will be like, "What are we, some kind of Avengers Endgame?" And honestly, this is the equivalent to me of if at the end of that trailer someone had gone, "What are we, some kind of Zack Snyder's Justice League?" I saw that and I was like, no, this is ridiculous. You can't possibly be doing this. I don't know if he's serious. I'm like, he either doesn't realize it's a meme and genuinely thought people wanted that line in the film, or I don't know, he's acting like it's a really serious film but also is stuffing it with memes. It just shows that this film is like entirely fan service.
The images when you say just stuffing it full of memes.
Yeah. I'm very curious about the film. I don't know how much you followed it, like the whole story of what's going on.
I can't say I've watched many DC films, you know.
That's fair.
I think Suicide Squad was the last one I watched, and I hated Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad was not good.
It was the Avengers. A supernatural villain with unlimited power to create things with their ability, and then what solves the solution? Putting a big boomy explosive in a hole in the sky.
Yep, the big blue beam in the sky. It's something Avengers did, and then everyone went, that's what successful comic book movies do. So Fant Four Stick did it, and as did this. And just, yeah, DC were rushing to try and get to where Marvel was at.
Yeah.
So instead of giving everyone their own solo film, after Man of Steel, they decided to just do Batman v Superman. Now, and you know, at that point they introduced Batman and Wonder Woman, and even cameos for the rest of the Justice League, and then jumped straight to a Justice League film. A silly thing to have done in general. But hey ho, it's what they were trying to do. Batman v Superman came out, and it was bad. Now, at the time of it coming out in 2016, that was not a controversial statement. Everyone knew it was bad. Literally everyone knew and agreed that it was a bad film. But over time, people have changed their minds because of hype, essentially. Because Batman v Superman was bad and performed sort of poorly at the box office, not awfully, it earned 800 million or so.
Yeah,
but
right.
the first ever film starring Batman and Superman, there is no reason it shouldn't have hit over $1 billion, especially considering the Avengers did, at a time when barely anyone outside of comic and Marvel fans knew who Iron Man was, let alone Black Widow and Hawkeye, all of which have become kind of household names for a lot of people now. You know, we're in a world where solo films can earn over $1 billion and stuff like that. The idea that the first ever film that both Batman and Superman were in together and they're both in the title didn't do better than Captain America Civil War, which came out 2 months later, is crazy. Batman and Superman are the two most well-known superheroes of all time, more than Captain America and Iron Man.
Oh, hands down. Hands down.
And so 800 million was bad for what it was. It should have been a lot better. Hey, Strong Boy's evolving.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, anyway.
And because it was bad and because it didn't earn anywhere near expectations and they'd spent a lot of money making it, again, the issue with the fact they were rushing, it came out, it got bad reviews. They were already filming Justice League. That's how much they were rushing.
Wow.
They weren't even checking to see if people liked it first. Zack Snyder was already filming Justice League. And they decided, well, that wasn't going well. We're not feeling super confident about Zack Snyder. Now, there are conflicting reports on how he came to leave. However, the official statement, which I'm inclined to believe because I would also leave in this case, Zack Snyder's daughter passed. Let's put that lightly for this episode. By her own hand.
Oh.
To put this nicely.
Right.
Not a nice story. A horrible thing, I'm sure. Probably the worst thing a parent could possibly ever go through. I 100% understand why he decided, hey, this superhero film is not my priority right now. 100% get that. 100% support that. So he left the film. Most of what they had done, they had finished principal photography. There were reshoots to do and stuff, but for the most part, they had captured the majority of the film. The fact that Snyder had already left of his own volition added on top of the fact that Batman v Superman did pretty poorly. Warner Brothers took the opportunity to hire someone completely different and change the direction of the film. So, because they didn't want another Batman v Superman on their hands, so they hired Joss Whedon, the director of the first 2 Avengers films.
No.
So they literally hired someone to come in and make it Avengers. The problem is it had been filmed to be a very dark, serious film.
Yeah.
With all these unnecessarily complex... Like, I don't know. Zack Snyder, I think, thinks he's deeper than he is. Yeah, I don't know. But that happened. Justice League came out and it was not great. I don't think it was awful. It's certainly not very good. But I think it was a lot more watchable than Batman v Superman. Though part of it is because they turned it into a popcorn flick. And you can kind of tell at points that it was not meant to be. But yeah, and so after that happened, people were convinced, oh, this must be bad because Zack Snyder left. Joss Whedon made this film bad. Now, I'm not really going to defend any of his changes. What I will say is I don't envy anyone having to be given the job of, hey, take this mostly finished film. You know, there's no CGI or anything, and there were reshoots to do, but mostly filmed film, turn it into a completely different film that's much more funny and light-hearted, and you've got 2 months to do it. I don't respect... I don't... You know, I wouldn't want that job at all. No. I kind of feel bad for Joss Whedon in that situation. Don't get me wrong. If you've seen anything about him lately, he's an awful person. Not justifying that. I'm just saying that I wouldn't want that job. And I don't think many people would have done any better. So people started campaigning to release the Snyder Cut. And they were doing it for years. And it started gaining traction when Zack Snyder himself started quite enjoying all the attention he was getting. And the Release the Snyder Cut hashtag became basically a cult. And to quote, or I guess, not verbatim, I guess, but from Zack Snyder himself, he said he was talking to a Warner Brothers executive who was saying, we don't know what to do. Every tweet everything we tweet out, people are responding saying, fuck you, release the Snyder Cut. We're stressed, it's awful, we don't know what to do. And Jesus. Zack Snyder's response when telling that story in an interview, he follows up and goes, and I mean, you know, that's rad. And I'm like, I'm sorry? Harassment is rad? And then when an interviewer asked him, how do you feel about your toxic fan base? He was like, my fan base raised a lot of money for charity. How can a fan base like that be toxic? I'm like, right, so you're dismissing everything they've ever done because they donated some money. Like, I'm sorry, people could do whatever they want as long as they give enough money to charity? He's really fueled the fire and made them a lot worse when he started teasing them. He started putting up pictures on social media of shots that weren't used in the final film and talking about what his would have been and how different it would have been and how he's never watched the version that came out because it would be like seeing someone kill your baby. I don't think he said that, but like he was talking about how it's like, oh, that was my baby and, you know, I can't watch whatever was put out. He proper stoked the fire of this fan base until Warner Brothers gave in and decided to make it.
Jeez.
Short aside, I can check all 3 Electrode, right?
You can check all 3, but you can only choose 1.
Cool.
Also, I am hella underleveled now.
Oh god, really?
Yeah, so I just got to the basement for the actual rival fight, and his first mon is like level 34.
Ah,
this is
Jesus.
not pretty.
I realised I went on a full tangent about that. Essentially, my thoughts are just that, like, yeah, it's gonna come out now. Great. I think it's ridiculous that it's gonna be a 4-hour film.
What?
Yeah. And you know, people complain, oh, they were gonna cut it down for the theatres. Of course they were.
I remember
it was gonna be 4 hours.
I remember going to see 𝐿𝐵𝐿 of Fire in the cinema, in 𝗋𝐻𝐵RIDGE Cinema, and that film was like 2 hours and 10 minutes, and that is a long old time for like an 8-year-old. Right?
Yeah, and to be fair, you know, a good film I think can pass it off. Like 𝗶𝐿𝐿, interesting.
Look at Shawshank.
Like,
look at.
I don't think Avengers Endgame felt 3 hours.
Nope, not at all.
But it was. But it's, I don't know, it's one of the, I want a slacking. I think I'm going to get the 𝗶𝐿𝐿.
You wouldn't get the slacking with randomized ability?
Wait, no, of course. Random abilities, of course.
Brad, that's a basic legendary.
I randomizers, man. Completely forgot. Definitely going for the slacking.
Oh, no. Jeez.
But yeah, so it's coming out. But the thing is, like, so Joker was never in it. Never filmed anything. They, upon agreeing to release it, filmed new stuff. And wrote new stuff. So it's like, even if it turns out good, I'll be glad if it turns out good. It'll be an enjoyable watch. But the thing is, oh my god, I thought I was going to kill it in one. Jesus Christ. The thing is, if it does end up good, it doesn't mean that what we were going to get in 2017 would have been good. Because firstly, Warner Brothers would have cut it down from 4 hours, because they would not have, they wouldn't have been able to get theatres to take it as a 4-hour film. And secondly, he's had 4 years of hindsight. He wrote new scenes, brought in actors who weren't originally in the film. So it's a different film. So all the people sort of going, oh, but you know, they're going to make it, you know, I don't know. People are going to be like, oh, it'll come out and you'll see that it was going to be good the whole time. Like,
no.
Oh, God, slacking healed itself.
I realised for this whole episode, I'll probably talk for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, most of this episode was me explaining Justice League.
No, I think it's really interesting, because I don't follow DC.
Oh,
really.
caught slacking in the first ball with almost full health.
Bruh! Your team is stacked.
I can't even remember why I got onto that subject now, but either way, yeah, I was like, that's why I'm not a fan of the situation, really. I think I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm not fussed. I'll watch it, probably in bits. I'm not going to sit down for 4 hours.
Yeah. Remember the first time?
That's so long.
The first time I watched Sleep Block, it was original 151's Emerald Sleep Block. It was 10 hours long. I was like, oh, it took me like 12, 13 attempts to watch the whole thing. Because I just couldn't get in the mindset to watch everything. So 4 hours? Nah. Not about that.
Yeah, for one film.
You have to dedicate literally a whole evening to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was it. Old memes. Yeah, so
I completely forgot.
So yeah, seeing that at the end of the trailer, just that meme, I was like, is all of this a joke? Or does he genuinely, seriously think people wanted that in the film? The whole thing's really ridiculous. If you ever look into it, Zack Snyder's very, very egotistical. I think he is really great visually. I think he makes films look really nice and stylistic. He can't tell a story for shit. I don't know. He's just very... Did you ever watch Community?
I've watched it through once, years ago.
Oh, okay. How well do you remember the Abed Jesus episode?
Not well.
Oh, okay. It's not worth going into. But for anyone watching who knows what I'm talking about, that's Zack Snyder. Like, proper thinks he's Jesus. Before the film was like confirmed to be coming back and stuff, and he was just teasing his fan base, making them all rabid and insane. He put up a t-shirt design, a drawing essentially, and he was like, "This is the story I was gonna tell," and it's the most insane piece of scribbling you've ever seen in your life.
In what sense?
I'll show you it when we're finished recording. It is. It's the kind of thing you would see someone like write on a wall in a cave in Egypt and be like, this means something. Like, you know that one episode of Always Sunny where Charlie and Mac are working that job for health insurance, and he's putting all the string together and
Yes.
figuring out who worked here and who's it's like that. It's absolutely insane and scary.
I've had an education this episode.
So there's a story time for you. If you don't just want to watch a YouTube video about it that I'm sure explains the whole situation much better than I did, you got to learn a bit about the Snyder Cut from a very cynical person who doesn't care too much for it, while watching him play Pokemon.
Oh no. Do you want to round it off now? Because I've just got the glitch.
Okay, good stuff.
It's
Oh, that's
30
good timing. 30 minutes.
Oh.
I mean, I think it's your episode, but
Oh yeah, it is. Are you good to wrap up?
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, guys, I hope you like DC.
Or hate. I mean, I was quite negative about
hate.
it. If you really like DC and really want to see Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'm sure you're furiously typing in the comments now about how I'm a dick.
I don't know. There was a thing that I heard. There's mutual hatred brings people closer than mutual love. Because people
Well, that's
love,
sad.
at least British, we love to complain.
That's true.
So
That is absolutely true.
If you have something in common with someone that you dislike, that's your evening set. Get a pint in.
I mean,
lad.
yeah, I just complained for like 20 minutes about a film that I also, in the same thing, confirmed I'm looking forward to watching.
Oh my god, you did.
That's how much we love to complain about things, especially me. Just complained for 20 minutes about a thing and then went, I'm going to watch it.
Oh,
And I hope it's good.
I'm so tired, Callum. That's
You could do all the
funny.
talking in the next episode.
Oh, Christ. Oh, right.
Tell me a story.
Like that comment section, smash my merch, look after yourself, and we shall see you again. Bye.
Can the thumbnail be like a slacking with a Batman mask on?